Well, good morning, shipmates. Welcome aboard. Put out a fender and come alongside. Just today, we're going to talk about drink policies. And, got the weekend coming up. And I know if you're like me, you'll probably be enjoying a tasty beverage this weekend, if you will. And so I thought it was just appropriate to talk about the different drink policies for the different cruise lines out there. In regards to what you can bring on board out there on the interwebs. Question that often gets posed by people going on cruises is, what can we bring? Can we bring sodas? Can we bring alcohol? What's allowed? So, thought I'd give you just a quick down and dirty. I went and looked at all the different cruise lines, read up on their policies and everything. So that's basically where my sources are coming from. Just a disclaimer: I don't work for any of the cruise lines. I'm not a travel agent or anything like that. So this is just general information. If you are booked on a cruise that's coming up, I would recommend taking this information and verifying it with the cruise line or your travel agent before you go, so that way you know specifically what you can bring and how you can bring it on board. Do you have to bring it in your carry-on or your checked luggage or anything like that? So this is just kind of a heads up, to give you something to help you prepare. So definitely check with the actual professionals to get the specific information. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start with Royal Caribbean. And with Royal Caribbean, you are allowed 2 bottles of wine or champagne per room. And when we're talking about the bottles of wine, this is a 750 milliliter bottle. This is what you can bring, so I know sometimes there's different size bottles, but that's just to let you know what it is. You can also have a 12 pack of soda per room. So that's Royal Caribbean. Carnival, you can have 1 bottle of wine or champagne per person, or you can also have 1 12 pack of soda or non-alcoholic beverage per person. Celebrity cruise lines, you can have 2 bottles of wine or champagne per guest, and according to them, I believe it said no sodas, no non-alcoholic beverage, basically. So that's celebrity. Disney's kind of unique. You can have 2 bottles of wine or champagne, or you can also have 6 beers, not to exceed 12 ounces per room. So that's kind of unique. They're the only ones that mentioned beer, so I thought that was kind of unique. As far as non-alcoholic beverages, soda, thing like that, I couldn't find anything saying you couldn't, and I couldn't find anything saying you could. So that one, I definitely, if you're booked on a Disney cruise and you want to know what you can bring as far as the non-alcoholic beverages, I definitely contact them for more information on that. The next one, we got Holland America, and with them, you can have, it says wine or champagne, but it doesn't give a specific amount. It just says what they deem excessive. So I don't know in there if they're, are they talking about 2 bottles per person, 2 bottles per room, 3, 4, 5? I don't, they just kind of throw it out there, nothing excessive. So I don't know what that means. And again, I would definitely contact the cruise line if you're going on a Disney cruise, or your travel agent, to get better information on that. Or actually, that was Holland America. Sorry, not Disney. Holland America, you can bring wine or champagne. It just says not to be excessive. So find out from Holland America what that means. And in regards to non-alcoholic beverages, from what I saw, it said you couldn't bring it. So next cruise line we'll talk about is NCL. Says wine or champagne, but it doesn't give a quantity. So I again definitely verify that with a travel professional before you go. And it did specifically say no non-alcoholic beverages. So as far as sodas or whatnot. And the next one would be Princess Cruise Lines. It says 1 bottle of champagne or wine per adult. And as in regards to the non-alcoholic beverages, soda, things like that, once again, I couldn't find any specific information one way or the other about that. So definitely contact the cruise line before you go. And last but not least, MSC, they flat out, from what I saw on their website, they don't want you bringing anything. So no wine, no champagne, no soda, no nothing. So I think from their standpoint, I guess they're claiming it's slowing down the boarding process because everything has to be screened, and I guess it's taking up too much of their time. So, but there you have it. It's not every cruise line that's out there. I didn't cover every cruise line, but this is basically the main ones that you would encounter here. If I didn't cover something, then definitely, once again, just like pretty much everything I put out is, you want to definitely trust but verify is my policy. Don't take my word for it specifically. Definitely contact your cruise line that you're going on. But this is just basically, like I said, to give you a heads up, for planning purposes down the road. And so that's it on the drink policies. Just quick question to the audience out there. Have you ever had this happen? Last night I was opening up a bottle of my favorite wine and bought this handy dandy corkscrew, and it looked like a pretty durable corkscrew. But if you notice, right here it cracked. Brand new. Well, actually, it's not brand new. I've had it for just a couple of months, but I guess the lesson learned here is I guess I should upgrade and buy a metal one. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do now. But it seemed like back in the day you could go buy something like this and you could rely on it, getting 3 or 4, maybe 5 years worth of service out of it. But you buy stuff nowadays and you're lucky if you get to use it once before it breaks. So I don't know if you guys run into that lately where you're buying something and it just breaks as soon as you get it. It's pretty frustrating. Here we are getting ready for the weekend and now I gotta buy a brand new corkscrew. Just never know. Well, hope you guys got some useful information out of this video, and I hope you got some great plans for the weekend. I'm working on getting my vlogs out for the Alaska cruise that I just did. Hopefully I'll be debuting that next week. I'll get the word out on that for you. But other than that, take care, have a good weekend, and may you have fair winds and following seas.